Are you tired of feeling like you're not making progress in your real estate business? Do you feel like you're spinning your wheels and not achieving the success you desire? Today, here on Elite Real Estate Coaching and Training, we're talking about the G in the A to Z's of real estate. And you guessed it, G stands for goal setting. And it's extremely important that you set proper goals with your real estate business if you're going to make it. As a real estate coach, I've seen firsthand how the right goals can transform a real estate business. And with the GPS and focus methods that we're going to talk about today, you can take your real estate business to the next level. As a real estate agent, your success is directly tied to your ability to set and achieve goals. But not just any goals, they need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This is where the GPS method comes in. Goals, systems, and strategies will be important if you're going to make it. But before we get into the actual goal setting, we have to understand why you even want to do this. If you don't understand your why at a deep level, then you're not going to do the hard work when it comes along. I like to tell people that the real estate business is not necessarily hard, but it can be exhausting, physically demanding of your time, mentally stressful. And if you don't know why you're doing this, why you're making the sacrifices that are necessary, well, when the going gets tough, you're not going to keep going. Once we know why you want something, it's time to start applying that GPS method towards getting that thing. The first step is goals. Exactly what do you want to accomplish? And it kind of is funny when I talk to real estate agents, they'll say something like, I want to make $200,000 a year, or I want to make $300,000 a year. Again, we start with why do you want that thing? Once we figured out why that amount of income is important to you, then we start to get real specific on how we're going to achieve it. This is where we're going to dig into your annual business plan, and that'll help us stay laser focused throughout the year. Next, we need to create the right systems to help you achieve these goals. This means creating a framework of processes that you're going to follow on a daily and weekly basis. This might include things like your lead generation strategies, your client communication systems and strategies, or even your marketing strategies throughout the year. Now, this is where we're going to need to think about the specific actions you need to take on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis in order for you to achieve your goals. What marketing campaigns will you run? How are you going to follow up with the leads in the system that you create? What networking events will you attend? Once you've got your goals and plans and strategies kind of figured out, they need to be written down. I recommend either putting them in a book somewhere that you refer to on a regular basis, or if you want to be really bold, put them on a whiteboard or tape them to a mirror so that you can review those goals and plans and strategies on a regular basis. It's one thing to start your year thinking about your goals and plans and strategies. It's a completely different thing to reflect on them throughout the year and stay focused on them. It's also important that we adjust our systems and strategies throughout the year if we really find that something just simply isn't working. And this is real important for you. You've got to be sitting down with your coach on a regular basis and reviewing your goals and plans and strategies in order to figure out, is there an actual adjustment that needs to be made so that you can be held accountable to those goals? As a real estate coach and trainer, I run into a lot of people who will be in love with the idea of selling real estate. And typically it'll start with that dollar number that they like to throw on a wall or a piece of paper. And it'll be, hey, I want to make X dollars. And so then I dig into the why do they want to get it. And eventually we'll find out whether or not they're actually just in love with the idea of making $200,000, or they fall in love with the work of making $200,000. If you don't fall in love with the hustle and the grind and the hard work that is required to make that money, well, you may make some money for a short period of time, but the consistency will never be there, and you're just going to have that crazy up and down world of a typical real estate agent. And you know our mantra here at Elite Real Estate Coaching and Training is be greater than average. I don't want you to be typical. I want you to be exceptional, and the only way to do that is to be intentional and consistent on a regular basis. If you haven't watched the video that I recorded earlier, I'll put the link in the comment section below, but I also use this GPS method to determine your budget. Brian Buffini once said that there's going to be more money made off of real estate agents than there actually will be real estate agents making a lot of money. That's because every day we're inundated by phone calls and solicitors and salespeople trying to get into our pocket. And if you've got a GPS and a goal and a plan and a strategy along with a budget written down, well, that should guide your decision-making process. I'm not saying that these salespeople don't have some really cool stuff that they're trying to sell us, but if it doesn't fit our GPS, if it doesn't fit our budget, well, we need to be saying no to a lot of those things. Remember, saying yes to anything is saying no to something else. So if you add something new into your calendar, most likely you're going to have to take something out. Likewise, if you add something new into your budget, we're going to have to make room for that thing by cutting something else out of our budget. Now let's talk about the focus method. Focus stands for follow one course until successful. This goes back to a lot of that intentional and consistent conversation that we have here at Elite Real Estate Coaching and Training, where we're trying to get our agents to behave in an intentional and consistent way. So not easily distracted. And let's face it, real estate salespeople are easily distracted. They can find the coolest, neatest, funnest, greatest new idea that will, if we're not careful, get us off of something that's actually working. Once we find a system and a strategy that works, we don't want to veer too far from that. And we definitely don't want to quit doing that thing just because something new has come along. Remember, success isn't just about writing down some goals. It's having the discipline to follow through with your systems and strategies until you achieve the results that you're looking for. If you use the GPS and the focus methods, we know that you can achieve great success in your real estate business and take it to a completely different level. All of this is designed to help you behave and think like an actual business owner and not like that of a typical or average salesperson. I tell people all the time at our brokerage, we don't need any more salespeople. They're a dime a dozen, and our industry is just dominated by these average and typical salespeople who are going to sell 4 or 5 homes a year. They'll do that for 1 or 2, maybe 3 years before they get out. Remember the numbers. 80% of those people who try to do what you're trying to do will be out of the business in less than 2 years. 85% of the people who are trying to do what you're trying to do won't make it until year 5. It's only those that have the discipline to stick with the right goals, plans, and strategies, and they use that focus method who will achieve greatness in our industry. Guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you like the content that we're creating. Remember, if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, we drop these videos every Thursday morning. If you happen to be watching it on any other social media platform, head on over to YouTube, type in one word Realtor Coach KC in the search bar, and you'll be able to find our actual YouTube channel where there's an entire library of our coaching videos. If you are here on YouTube and you haven't done so, go ahead and click that subscribe button. That'll get you notifications when we do drop extra videos, and we do from time to time drop some special videos that won't hit just on our Thursday morning periods. And if you like this particular video, go ahead and click that thumbs up like button there. It'll sure help us let other people know about our content. And remember, don't forget to write your goals down and look at them on a regular basis. It's the first step in achieving greatness in real estate. And in order to be greater than average and set yourself apart in real estate, you need to Write those goals down and reflect on them on a regular basis. Having those written down goals will help you execute your strategies with focus and determination. I believe in you, and I know that you can achieve greatness. And until next time, be greater than average, guys.